Hello guys, welcome again. Today we have another video with the 48 Days to Power. I'm your host, Juan, and we're going to get right into it. This is Law 27. Play on people's needs to believe to create a cult-like following. Simplifying this is going to be people want to believe in something. If you're offering a strong vision, confidence, and a clear mission, they'll follow you. Don't manipulate, lead with purpose and passion. How I can use this as an example to get an opener for this video is you want to lead by your actions with what you love, and you also want to lead with faith. You want to lead with faith. And it's important, not only faith in God, but faith in yourself. A belief of seeking better and a belief of love. And that's what is going to make people follow you and continue to stick to you like glue. If you have an energy that's very negative, diminishing, lowering in value people, they're not going to want to follow you. But if you have a plan that encourages and motivates others, then they're going to want to follow you and figure out what makes you so special because they can't figure it out. So number one, we're going to follow this through with self-improvement. Create a personal mission. Know why and stay focused. Figure out the reason you're doing it. When most people try to venture to other things, they really try following what other people say. But what you're going to do differently that's going to create that cult following is you're going to focus on your why you're doing this. For me, for an example, I like being on YouTube because I love helping people genuinely and reaching out to them with advice. Because that's always been my nature. I love helping, and that's my genuine side. Find your genuine side in your why, and you'll create a cult-like following. Number two, visualize yourself higher. Believe in the person you're becoming. When we come to day-end tasks, some people might say, well, I can't do it because I don't have enough money. I can't do it because I'm just not like him. You need to visualize yourself higher. But what do I mean by this? Don't visualize yourself as becoming like God, because obviously that's not faith-based or thinking yourself as lower. I don't want you to think that I'm God and I can do anything in my life, because you can't. You need God in your life. But put yourself in higher value where it's like, I know I have God in my life. That's going to open those doors for me, so I shouldn't be worried. And there's plenty of Bible verses that explain that God's on your side, so there's nothing to worry about. But I don't want you guys to be in a position where you're looking as the janitor as you're a piece of crap, or et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, many of other things. You don't want to do that. Just make sure that you see yourself higher than others, but in a humble way, actually, in a very encouraging way towards other people. Number three, be your own cult leader. Speak affirmations daily and lead your mindset. Be your own cult leader can be a person that speaks motivation and life into people. I think cult gets a really bad name, especially in society today. But I think this is genuinely on becoming a good leader. You want to become a good leader. You want to speak life into people, motivate them, tell them what they need to hear versus what they want to hear. And when they listen to what you have to say and correct it, motivate them, encourage them, make them keep on pushing harder towards their goals. Because today, we live in a society that talks depressive. We live in a society today that says aim lower. We live in a society today that tells you you can't achieve that because you're not that person, or you're not that thing, or you don't have that thing. Don't let people talk to you like that. Be delusional, be humble, and motivate people around you, no matter if they're speaking bad about your name or good on your name. Next time we're going to be talking about is work. How to lead or stand out professionally. Promote a shared goal. Give your team something to believe in. Motivate your coworkers, even though it seems hard, or it might be like, oh, well, this is the environment for it. It's always the perfect time to motivate somebody. No matter if you're at work, out on the streets, or at home, or in a relationship. It's always a good time to motivate people because you just never know when they need it. Number two, present ideas confidently. People follow conviction more than facts. When you think about your life and the basics, the problem is that the people already know the basics. They already know what they're supposed to be doing. But if you give them the crafty idea of looking at something from a different angle, and you say it confidently, they're going to be like, man, this dude's crazy. What is he even talking about? But that's good because you're setting them apart from the rest of the people in the crowd who tell you, go to school, get a house, get a wife, get a dog, and retire and call it a day. No, you want to be separate. And when you speak that confidently, you give other people hope. Number 3, become a symbol. Dress well, speak with power, be consistent. Dress for the part that you want to become. If I want to become a mechanic, I'm going to dress like a professional mechanic. I'm not going to be the dude that's going to be all greased up, or I'm not going to be the mechanic that is cursing. You just want to be professional. Because my goal, I'm not sure what your goals is in your life, is to be a master tech for Honda, be a master tech for Porsche specifically. Cursing is unacceptable, especially when you work for luxury car brands. So you always want to make sure that you're not cursing. And Christians, especially when you're cursing, it looks bad on you anyways. So you don't want to try to do that. Even though I did say the C word earlier, but again, we're not perfect people. And over time, life will correct that from you. So just be patient with yourself and see yourself as that higher person. And strive for it. Don't just idle in it. Last, we're going to do friends. Be friends with the vision. Inspire them with what's possible. When you have friends around you, you want to have a good, firm circle in what you want to do with your life versus being the mechanic, an artist. You're going to find a good artist. You're going to want to sit with Van Gogh. You're going to want to sit with Da Vinci. With mechanics, you want to sit with people who are working on Formula One cars, working on Porsches every day, because that's what I inspire to be. You want to be inspired by the people who are already doing what you're doing, but are taking it a notch better or have a lot better recognition than what you do and have done the mistakes. So you want to be around those people because they're going to bring you in more people for this cult following feeling. Number 2, make them feel seen. People follow those who make them feel understood. And I can speak this in a personal way where I've felt like when people heard me, they gave me advice, and they've pushed me to do better. It makes me want to follow them because they're finding the good in me and helping me to become better. Because why would you want to follow somebody that is demotivating you, shames you, and pushes you back? You don't want to follow somebody like that. So it's always good to make them feel heard and make them feel amazing about themselves. Now, if it's wrong, wrong is wrong. Let me rectify that. And it's your role to correct them. And they're going to appreciate you for that. But most of the time, it's always encouraging them, soothing them, and comforting them. Last but not least, use rituals or routines. We're going to say routines. Weekly lineups, check-ins, shared quotes equals unity. Check in with them daily. In most society today, we're so focused on what's in it for us. But why is it that we're not worried about what's in it for them? You can develop a cult following relationship with people by just checking in with them, seeing how they're doing, and more people will follow you because people love to feel needed. Tips: build something bigger than yourself. Purpose attracts power. Number 2, for this law, you don't have to manipulate. All you have to do is inspire people. Use this law to uplift others, not control them. And last but not least, the strongest leaders give people belief in themselves through belief in their mission. So it's always good to motivate people, see them for who they are, and push them farther than anybody else could. That's going to be it for today's video. And that was Law 27. Play on people's needs to believe to create a cult-like following. Let me know below what you guys think about this law. Stay motivated. I love you guys so much. And this is day 27 of the 48 Days to Power. I love you guys. You already know. God loves you too. Peace out.